Namaste, and myself Sarvotham Kumar. Today I'm going to talk about something very interesting, and many of you may be wondering about singing bowl, the Tibetan singing bowl. Why it is very important, and you must have listening the sound and thinking about it, that how it is helpful, why people use singing bowl, and what is its tradition, and what is the importance for everyone. So I figured out some certain facts about singing bowl practice, importance, and how you can use it for yourself and for others. Singing bowl is basically coming from the Tibet. In ancient time, at the time of third Buddha, it is said singing bowl came from basically India, and it is like a begging bowl. But later it is considered it is not a begging bowl, because begging bowl is mostly used and made of iron, not made of with the metals or the different mixture of the metals. The other monks talked about it, that singing bowl is coming from the practice through Buddha teaching. You know, if you play singing bowl, what happened basically? So if you know about a singing bowl, it is empty, and emptiness is the main cause or the reason why you use this singing bowl in your practice of meditation. Buddha not always used to teach from his speech, but from the resonance of the teaching from the heart, it goes to all the singing sound and sound to all the instrument which basically Tibetan monks used in their practice. Example, for they play gong for calling people. They used conch, gong, drum, singing bowls. So these are basically symbolic, the teaching of heart through the sound. And singing bowl, if you use what you are basically learning, you're learning the teaching of voidness, the emptiness, because singing bowl is also empty. You know, our mind generates so many thoughts every day, every minute, every second. And this mind machine, which generates thousands and thousands of thoughts every minute and second, what basically we try to do? We try to empty it. And this is one of the tools, the transformational tools of emptiness. That is why it has high significance. So if you know how to empty yourself, if you know how to meditate on the emptiness, you can lead yourself to enlightenment, because that's the highest learning. And in Tibetan monasteries, people learn for the liberation through the practice of the sound. In other word, it is said that people with good karma and bad karma. So if you have a negative karma, many negative karma, the singing bowl, if you play, it will not produce the best sound, and you have to rotate and rotate, but it will not help you with the greatness of the sound in the high-pitched tune. And if you have a good karma, the sound will resonate and last longer. So this is the one of the suggestion which I got to know from the monks that one of the reasons why you play the singing bowl and emptiness. Sound is one of the teaching, because where your speech cannot hit, the sound can hit. So in the practice of the teaching of Buddha, the heart teaching gone to all these transformational tools, and singing bowl is the one. In Tibet there are 4 monasteries. In these 4 monasteries there are 3 relics, there are 3 main singing bowls, which is the bigger of the size. And many monks gather on 15th July to listen that singing bowl, and they offer money to listen those sounds, because the belief says, the faith is that if you hear those sounds, because it's coming from the Buddha's heart, this sound can help you to liberate, help you to cut your bad karmas and take you to the enlightenment journey. So if you want to get enlightenment, you have to meditate on the sound of singing. This is the best reason why people practice and meditate on the sound of singing bowl. There are different sets of singing bowl. There are 5, 7, 9 with different beliefs, and 7 chakras, 7 sets of the singing bowl is basically one of the reason why people play to heal the different psychic centers in our body. In Hinduism we have Nad Yoga. Nad Yogis also practice the hearing the sound of which our body produce, the different sound, and you can hear up to 10 different sound. In the same practice in Tibetan Buddhism, you see that the sound healing, gong and tingsaw, like different instrument they use. There is a other belief that if you play tingsaw sound, the tingsaw sound can call the evil, the spirit which you cannot see with these eyes, but they can hear that sound from thousands of kilometers, and they can come to hear that sound. So the calling to those, they use the tingsaw sound, different instrument for different reason. So singing bowl have given significance to practice for meditation, for the practice of enlightenment through the emptiness, so that you can resonate and heal your all the clutter of karmas which you are gathering throughout day in out in your life. So these are some important facts about singing bowl, the Tibetan singing bowl, which made of the 7 different metals. And the singing bowls have a special sound. Why? Because there may be the special iron which is only found in Tibet, which was used in the beginning. There are a couple of companies who produced the singing bowl and become very famous. They are in Tibet. So how you play the singing bowl? You must have watched many videos about it. I have not talked about that, but I wanted to share you the story and the reason why singing bowl is used. You can keep simply on your hand and see the stick. So you have to play through the stick. Keep all the fingers straight, thumb, self, and hold it like this, and you have to rotate around and rotate with the full hand. So easy and best practice to meditate on the sound. So this is the sound meditation practice, basically the reason why we use singing bowl. The sound of Tibetan singing bowl is like when you hit on the tap it, like it's like wong 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 comes with the big bowl, means emptiness, empty, empty, empty. I hope you have enjoyed the story and the reason why we use the singing bowl. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any question or if you need to know anything more about the meditation, you can contact me via email or reach me via WhatsApp. Thank you very much for joining and watching me.